Hi, my name is Annette, and what you will find out from Effortless Parenting will change your parenting forever, because we all deserve calmer homes. Today I'm coming to you from my kitchen because what I want to talk to you about is something I addressed in my last video, which I'm going to try and link at the end. And it's questions I received from parents about what to expect in the parenting course when they join. And one of the answers was, what you learn in these courses are parenting skills and methods that you then can apply to any challenge in parenting, really. So it's not really going for the problem, the symptom as such, but it's going to the underlying understanding what's going on with our children. So what I would like to talk to you about today is how we take one of these methods and how that is applied in an example. And I think at this time of the year, or at any time of the year really, it's a question that parents have, and especially when you're a new parent, is how many sweets do you give to your child? And I definitely asked that question when my daughter was 3 and I had my second child was born, and and I'm just going to pretend now this is my son. He was born with lip and tongue tie, and it was missed in the checkup in the hospital. So I was 6 weeks breastfeeding him like this, and it felt like I wasn't sleeping anymore. He was drinking day and night, and by the end of the 6th week, I was completely depleted, and my daughter, who was trying to, like everybody, get used to the situation of a new sibling in the house, probably felt a little bit left out and was asking me what felt like, could she have chocolate for breakfast, lunch and dinner? And I felt like tearing my hair out. And looking back, and a lot of you can relate to this, or this might be encouraging for parents of really young children, is that when you come through it and the physical exhaustion, you just ask yourself, how did I do this? So kudos to all these parents of young children, and especially throughout these times. It is it can be so draining if we don't look after ourselves. And what I then decided to do was to give my daughter 1 sweet a day in the afternoon between lunch and dinner, and that sweet she would receive it unconditionally. So unconditional whether she would be good or bad, as traditional parenting says. And what does that mean, traditional parenting? I'm just going to put this doll back down for a second. Traditional parenting means that there are really two main parenting styles. One we call the firm parenting style, and that's where the parent makes all the decisions, and it's where the parent has the power. In the example of the sweets, and I haven't even shown you the sweets here on that, this is our aftermath of our sweets left over from Christmas, and there in the corner there you can even, wrong corner, plastic bag with the sweets left over from Halloween. So the parent decides with this firm parenting style how many sweets the child gets and receives, and how many a week. So I got a lot of backlash for this approach at the start, because a lot of parents said 1 sweet a day is way too much. And I'll tell you in a minute how this paid me back. So in the two kind approach then, which really we've seen over the last couple of decades, is where we just maybe allow a child to go to this table of sweets and say, help yourself, and they eat until they maybe keel over from all the sugar, or do the opposite and climb up walls. So at the Adlerian approach, which this course is based on, is so revolutionary because for the first time we're combining the firm and the kind. And from that day in, which I think was July, sometime the end of July 2013, from that day on, my daughter received 1 sweet a day, and if the next few days she will come to me and say, I want another sweet, as children do, because it is their job to push our boundaries, I would say to her, you can have another sweet, and what would you like to do now? And give her a choice of what could be done. And when we're firm, we're really showing respect for ourselves as a parent or the situation. And in this case, it's the health of my child's teeth and their general health. And when we're being kind to our children, we're showing respect for them. And my experience is that when our children feel respected, they will then also show us the respect, and how that then evolved. And my children are now in school, so I'll tell you just briefly how this evolved. When she then started going to birthday parties or parties in general, we kind of discussed together how many sweets would be good, at a party, because 1 sweet seems very little when other children maybe have no limits. And we decided on 3 sweets at a party, and then 1 normally during the week. And I remember one birthday party, and she came to me, she might have been 4 or 5 at the time, and she said to me, Mama, I already had 3 sweets. Is it okay if I take another one and I can have it tomorrow? So what this is showing you, whether you agree or not, that maybe 1 sweet a day is too much, is it teaches so many skills in the long term. It teaches self-regulation and moderation and responsibility and all these beautiful things that we want our children to, to have as an adult. So what I wanted to add as well was that, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing this video, parents, I think what I'm observing, have such a fear of the judgment of other parents, and nobody is perfect. So if you think that if I come to a parenting course, everyone else will get it and they all do it right and they can't possibly hear how this works in my house, that's not the case, because the main learning for me was that nobody is perfect. And when I'm tired or sick or really stressed out, all this goes out the window, really, because it's not about the inconsistency when maybe our boundaries are lower, but it's about the overall approach and the foundation that we kind of decide for ourselves as a parent. And that's what I really want to share with you. So if you are interested in joining a parenting course and learning a lot more of these methods, which I have to offer, then just either come to my website, effortlessparenting.ie, or click on my link tree below. It's the first link. And I would love to meet you in one of our parenting courses. Thank you for listening, and I see you soon.